To US politics, Ron DeSantis has officially entered the race to be the Republican presidential nominee. His much hyped announcement on Twitter with Elon Musk was beset by technical problems. North America correspondent Barbara Miller joins us now. Barbara, I don't know whether you were trying to log on to listen. I certainly tried and it was beset by those technical problems. What happened?
That's right. There were several 100,000 of us at that point trying to listen to this announcement. It's been much anticipated. Ron DeSantis has said he wanted to finish doing what he needed to do in his job as Florida governor for this legislative period, and now he's going to start looking forward to 2024. We could hear the moderator David Sachs and Elon Musk discussing the technical problems, saying, oh, look, I think we're melting the servers, straining the servers. We've just got so many people on. It was really like one of those embarrassing early Zoom meetings of the pandemic where people just couldn't figure it out. The feed at that one point after about 20 minutes then went totally dead, and then it came back on, and finally Ron DeSantis was able to start making his pitch as to why the Republican Party should choose him to go forward for the 2024 presidential election. But of course, what this will be remembered for are those technical problems, and there are already headlines out there playing with Ron DeSantis' name, saying this is a disaster, for example, playing with DeSantis. Joe Biden's team tweeted out a campaign poster, a campaign image of himself and Kamala Harris saying this link works. And Donald Trump clearly watching on. Somehow he's using his social media platform to point out that it is working, that his red button, which is the red is the color associated with his Truth Social platform, is working. So a very rocky start after really the most anticipated campaign launch for the Republican Party, because Ron DeSantis is going to be seen as the biggest challenger to Donald Trump.
You're not going to plan so far. As you say, Governor DeSantis is thought to be the main challenger to Donald Trump. So how does the field stand now?
Look, it's getting increasingly crowded. I mean, we saw just this week another Tim Scott from South Carolina put up his hand. We've got Nikki Haley, former UN ambassador. We've got the former Arkansas governor, Asa Hutchinson. We've got Donald Trump, a businessman, a radio host, and there are a couple of other big names in the Republican Party still considering whether they'll also launch a bid for that Republican nomination. Now, the conventional wisdom is that the more crowded the field is, the better that is for Donald Trump, because he does have a core following and he has seen his numbers surge since his legal troubles have really escalated. So the thinking is if he takes that core support, if they don't switch, and then the rest of the support is divided among the other candidates, well, that plays to his advantage. Now, Ron DeSantis has seen his numbers drop significantly in recent months, but now that he's focusing on the campaign, when and if he gets over this messy start to it, it's obviously going to be very interesting to see what happens to those numbers, whether he's able to climb back up. And then later down the track, if Ron DeSantis does emerge as the strongest or remains the strongest challenger, whether other potential nominees walk away essentially so that they don't dilute the field.
Barbara Miller reporting from Washington.